What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily. We have a few stories today and a handful of questions, so let's jump into the tech news. First story of the day has to do with the Galaxy S21 versus the Galaxy S22, specifically S21 and S21 Plus versus the S22 and S22 Plus, and how the new versions of that phone are going to be slightly fatter. So let's check this out. So this tweet's coming from Ice Universe saying, this is the first time we have seen the tempered glass screen protector of the S22 and S22 Plus. We can find that they are more rounded and slightly fatter than the S21 series. And who doesn't like to be more round and fat? This is great news, right? Maybe it probably won't be as comfortable in the hand, I would expect, versus the S21 and S21 Plus, but it might seem like a bigger display when you're using it for video content and gaming and websites. But then also take into effect that the design for the S22 and S22 Plus, remember, is going to be fairly drastically different than the S22 Ultra, because the S22 Ultra is going to have a more squared off design that's going to look really more like the Note 20 versus any other S line pretty much that's ever been released. So kind of interesting to see that, that flatter, fatter, rounded off edges on there with the new S22 and S22 Plus. What do you think? Do you like it? Are you more excited about that versus what we got with the S21 and S21 Plus? Let me know in the comments below. Next up is about the Galaxy Buds, like the next generation of Galaxy Buds that they'll see, and a feature that they're going to have, specifically the Galaxy Buds Live 2. And I do love the Galaxy Buds Live 2. I actually use those every single night in bed. I put them right in my ear. I like the way they look. They look interesting. They get that bean look to them, and they work great. So absolutely love them. With that said, let's jump into this tweet. This is coming from Chun, and he's saying, here's Galaxy Buds leak. Looks like Sammy decided to include ultra wideband Bluetooth on the future Galaxy Buds. From what I heard, we could see a Galaxy Buds including ultra wideband at the earliest time of 2022. If not 22, then Q1 2023. My source told me the Galaxy Buds Live successor. So you might ask yourself, what is this ultra wideband technology going to add for their earphones? And I think ultimately what it's going to probably add for it is make it easier to find these buds if they get lost. Now currently you can beep them and they make like a really quiet beeping beep, 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 beep. But if they have ultra wideband in them, you can get visual directions on your phone as to where they potentially might be. They'll say go left or go right or go straight, or you're this far away, this many. So it'll have all that technology built into there. In terms of sound, what it could do, I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. Maybe it'll have a higher quality sound output, so it'll give you better quality sound. That could be another feature, I guess, potentially that it would give you. But beyond that, it seems like it's going to be more for easily finding the buds if they get lost. And the last story of the day is, if this world doesn't keep turning more and more and getting a little bit more weirder and crazier, is about Samsung Galaxy Unpacked 2, which is going to happen on October 20th. Which is next week, and we spoke about a couple days ago saying that they were going to give off the S21 Ultra, S21 Fan Edition. Then we talked about them coming out and releasing potentially something else and not doing the S21 Fan Edition. Now it looks like we're getting a more clear view of actually what they're going to do based off this tweet and this video. So this tweet from Samsung says, "Are you ready for a close encounter of the third kind? They've been working on something just for you. All will be revealed October 20th, 2021. Learn more." And if you watch the video kind of shows you that it looks like they're bringing Galaxy Studio back to the Flip 3 for sure, potentially the Fold 3, but it definitely looks like the Flip 3. So what it means is that you'll be able to grab your, Galaxy Z phone. And again, I don't know if it's going to be for the Fold 3. It looks like definitely for the Flip 3, but ultimately you'll be able to do that. And you'll be able to change the colors and put stickers and designs and all kinds of stuff on there. Obviously, I would assume there would be an extra cost. It'll probably take longer to manufacture that phone, but you can make the phone more of what you would want rather than what maybe Samsung just ends up giving you. For me, it's not a big turn on. I mean, if I could get it at the same time as I got this one, which is now it's too late, but if I could have designed my own Z Fold 3, yeah, I would have chosen it. And if it was gonna come in the same time, period, yes, I would have chose it. But I'm beyond that fact. I already have this phone, and it's a little bit too late. Now, if I could trade this in, I'll add another dimension. If I could trade this phone in and get a designed phone that I want and wait a couple of weeks and keep this until I got it, yes, I would do it then as well. But I probably won't take advantage of this. It's kind of cool though that you'll be able to design it. What do you guys think? You think that's what they're going to ultimately talk about at Galaxy Unpacked 2? Or something else? Let me know in the comments down below. With that said, guys, let's get into the Q&A portion of the video and drop that. First question comes from Mustafa Ahmed. Hi, Greg. Thank you for sharing Good Lock series videos. It's really helpful. Is Good Lock owned by Samsung? Yes, Good Lock is owned by Samsung. You can actually go into each little module, and if you go into like the about section of that module, you can actually see who designed it. It's pretty cool. And it's usually, if I remember correctly, like Korean people's names over from Samsung in Korea. So really, that's a first party app. St. Louis 81, why doesn't my watch say Watch 4 on startup? Is it bootleg or does it just say Samsung Galaxy? So I wasn't sure actually, and I started up my watch just to double check it, turn it off and turn it back on, and mine doesn't say Galaxy Watch 4 either. Yours is not bootleg, don't worry about it. You're good to go. Brutus Elder says, what is the S22 Ultra specs in your opinion? Because your friend Ross said that the displays are going to be the same size and dimensions as the S21 series, and people are saying that it will have both in-housed S pencils and a 5,000 milliamp battery, but the Note Ultra has a 4500 S Pen in-house and the same dimensions as a S series. If this is true, then it would be an S22 Ultra than the Note 22. So if you're looking, I haven't seen what Ross has said recently about the phone in terms of the specs. He doesn't talk about specs, but even the housing for the screen. So in terms of specs, I think you're going to see a Snapdragon 898, 12 gigs of RAM, maybe up to 16, but I would say 12 gigs of RAM. I think storage is going to start off at 128, probably go all the way up to 512, 256 as well. And then for screen size, if I remember correctly, it's probably going to be 6.8 on there, maybe 6.9. I can't fully remember on the screen size. So I think they will have a 5,000 milliamp battery in there. I would assume they can fit bigger batteries in these phones. They just choose not to sometimes for whatever reason. So I wouldn't be thinking that they won't be able to do it, even if it had similar dimensions to the Galaxy Note phone. Last question comes from Matt and Liam. I probably ruined that. Would the new Tom Brown Galaxy Watch 4 Classic be worth $800, even though I really like it over the regular Watch 4? But with that price, I'm pretty sure I could just buy the Tab S8 or Z Flip 3 renewed on sale. If you had $800 left, what would you buy with it? So I definitely wouldn't buy a Tom Brown edition of that watch. I don't think it's worth it. I'd probably do what you said. I'd probably get like, if I could get a deal on it, a Tab S8 and a watch. I think that's the better option to get once the Tab S8 comes out in a few months. That's definitely what I would do. If you don't want to wait for that long, then pick up a Tab S7 or a Tab S7 Plus and the watch. I think those are the better options rather than getting a really expensive watch, especially because that's really only difference with it is the looks. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have questions, leave them in the comments down below with the word question, and I'll answer it in tomorrow's video. We'll see you down the road.